PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, where to follow your boy at. Please hit the like button. I'll appreciate that. If you'd like to leave a small donation, you can also at $ PSAhiphop on Cash App. Y'all see the title of this blog, man. Let's talk about it, man. Oh, we got Rosenberg Raw versus Ill Will. PA versus Yaktown in this. Shout out to my guy ARP, the whole RBE staff. Obviously, I had ARP on last week discussing all the battles, all the 17 battles that he was going to have for this past weekend and stuff like that. Now, let's be honest, y'all. Let's be honest, BRC. Let's be honest, battle rap community. When you saw this card and you saw that Rosenberg Raw and Ill Will was the main event, let's see if y'all are going to be honest out there. How many of y'all picked Rosenberg Raw to beat Ill Will? Keep it 100. I'm going to be honest. I did not have... I had Ill Will 2-1 going into this battle, right? Now, the dynamic of this battle is, number one, like I told ARP, I'm shocked that it took this long for Ill Will and Rosenberg Raw for their paths to cross, because when you think of Rare Breed Entertainment, right, you think about the if you want to say four-headed monster, Ill Will, right? You got Rosenberg Raw, Big K, Show Off, Jin, like that squad has been synonymous with the RBE brand for a hot minute, right? And obviously, after the battles, we're all tuned in to Hip Hop is Real, 15 Minutes of Fame. Shout out to Knowledge. Shout out to No Bars. Shout out to my guy Uncle Raul with that 15 Minutes of Fame. And we get to see all the interviews, right? And not a lot will you see a battle rapper get in front of a camera and admit that he lost the battle. I know Swave Sever did that when he lost to Averb. I want to say Chilla Jones did that when he choked against B Magic back in the day. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen at a high clip where a battle rapper is going to sit in front of a camera and say, yo, fam, I lost this particular battle, right? And Ill Will, to me, is one of the most dangerous battle rappers walking these streets. The most diverse battle rapper. There's nothing Ill Will can't really do too much in a battle rap ring, in a battle rap setting. Small room, big room, it doesn't matter. He gets it cracking. Rosenberg Raw, we've known Rosenberg Raw for a long time. Listen, man, if you've been following me for a long time, Rosenberg Raw versus Clean Paper is one of my favorite battles. I love that battle, right? Obviously, with Raw, you get that PA, almost like the Beanie Siegel feel that I get from Raw when he's rapping, right? Now, interesting enough, when I saw Rosenberg Raw on Hip Hop is Real, just the admiration and jubilation that his peers was throwing his way, I actually like that, man. I like that. Because that told me more, when everybody's saluting you and saying you won that battle clearly, if they're debating it, if it's a gentleman's 30 or body bag conversations brothers were having on these segments and stuff like that, and then Ill Will will come out and say, yo, fam, I lost the battle, right? So, you know, we know what it is. Now, obviously, the BRC wants to see, was it a 2-1? Was it a 30? Was it a body? Was it a gentleman 30, right? Now, let's get into this, man. Round one, Ill Will, man. The Real Philly line by Ill Will. Will spoke about a line that Raw said when he battled A Ward about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, die a legend. Obviously, Ricky the Steamboat is not dead. I go back to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And when he when he wrestled Macho Man Randy Savage, R.I.P. Macho Man Randy Savage, at WrestleMania 3, when they stole the show from Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. But that's my wrestling hands out there. Y'all know the vibes already. But as I'm listening to Ill Will in the first round, you can tell early Will was going through a mental collapse here, mental block. You know, even said, my bad, y'all, my bad. I'm a fresh prince. I go crazy when little cuz bring the drums out. When Will Ashley with the drums out. Oh, that was hard. That was hard. But the blade sharp enough to swipe his face and just cut the freckles off. That was cold. I ain't Marshall Mathers, but Rosenberg couldn't manage this double M. The frozen organs put on ice line from Ill Will. It'll be little pieces of rose all over. Police thought it was his anniversary. That was cold by Ill Will, man. And I stepped in hoods. Megan Good. Don't flirt with disaster. You know, Megan Good, disaster. Yo, Diz. I'm gonna holler at you some other time, Diz. Stay focused, 3. But to be honest, fam, Will went through a slippage, right? But he was still saying some dope stuff throughout this battle, right? Now, round 1, Rosenberg Raw, you back me in the corner. The corner gonna be mad. It ain't mine is business. That was crazy by Rosenberg Raw. I'll leave Will effed up like a chick who don't never get an oil change. I did like this line by Rosenberg Raw. 44, I'm talking Bulldog, no Georgia games. Ish will cause a tropical storm. It's gonna do more than rain. The razor blade, $150 across his face. He got the longest slice. And it's gonna cut through Will like the jaws of life. That was hard by Rosenberg Raw, man. He the king of RBE? No, that don't look right. Dog, I was headlining cards before we knew what Lawrence looked like. That was hard. That was tough. Tough. Air Will out, and he fix a flat. The chicken scratch line, the illusion line. I thought Rosenberg Raw, son, he was wilding in this first round, yo. We said, you chicks really got me twisted on Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat, Twisted song. Cut Close was on that song. You know I'm an R&B dude. Frozen also went through a mental block, mental slippage also at the end of his round. But I got Rosenberg Raw taking round 1, B. I got Rosenberg Raw taking round 1. Don't get it twisted, though. I like some of the stuff Ill Will was saying, but I got Frozen taking round 1. Round 2, Ill Will. Talked about a few lines that Rosenberg said again when he battled A Ward. Kind of felt like Ill Will was watching A Ward versus Rosenberg Raw, and he started writing. I felt because he mentioned A Ward battle twice. Bullets enter Berg and take the life in them. They just swimming under frozen. Got the doctors looking like they ice fishing. That was tough, man. The black ice line was solid. That's why I laugh at you girls. You can't even match in my world. I was 14. Didn't even know how to finger a chick. I was scratching the pearl. That was tough, man. That was tough. Will was getting busy in this round, though, B. He was getting busy in the second round, man. And he said, how are you the king of RBE? I ain't even the king of RBE or URL. I'm not RBE or URL. I'm ILL, Don't try to act like you was all RBE. But I was in the kitchen every day because you went from ultimate Rosenberg lyrics to raw each and every day. Only problem I got with Ill Will, man, is your round was short, King. The round was short, bro. Round 2, Rosenberg. Rosenberg talked about, when he was 13, getting snuffed. When some dude snuffed him when he was 13, and then Raw saw him at a 7-Eleven in his 20s. That's kind of wild when Rosenberg said that, right? That he got snuffed by somebody when he was 13, caught the dude at a 7-Eleven when he was in his 20s. That reminded me so much of Pop Smoke. It reminded me so much of Pop, because remember Pop Smoke got snuffed, and then years later he caught this dude in the store. And that's when Ross said that. That's the first thing that came to my mind, yo. Back in school, my subject was math. See, I was dope at it. Old ratchet plus headshot equal close casket. He got the question, I got the answer, no practice. Shout out to my guy, Allen Iverson. Then Rosenberg had some dope Will flips. The Randy Moss Viking line was dope. I'm taxing him. If I like his chain, then I'm snatching it. You gonna see me yank Will like I'm trying to avoid an accident. Ah! That was the one for me in the second round, man. Then he said, in my hood, gang banging wasn't something that we needed to do. But if we did, I wave my flag prouder than a Puerto Rican would do. That was tough. The KFC biscuit line. Running your mouth will get you COVID symptoms. I slap the taste up out of it. I got Rosenberg raw taking round 2. He rapped longer. He had a few more lines more than Ill Will. And in fact, when you rap along and you give me a few more, I got Rosenberg raw taking round 2. Round 3, Ill Will. I guess there was someone in the crowd that had crutches, and Ill Will freestyled that line. And I love the fact the cameraman panned to the brother that was in the crutches and everything. That's what made it. That's what made that line hit, because obviously we're not in the room, we're not in the building. So just for Will to say that, then he panned to the brother with the crutches. I did like that, man. It'll put money on it'll put money on Frozen. I bet that won't freeze my account. I gotta have a certain set of skills around Frozen, like the Winter Olympics. That was dope by Ill Will, man. Will had the rose flips from Will, but once again, it was a short round in my opinion. Ill Will, these short rounds, bro. Round 3, Frozen. Flipped Ill Will when Ill Will battled Johnny Alcatraz. When he did Dum Dum and Tum Tum, he flipped that line. The Blood Jag talking line. Arm close to the body, like I forgot to put deodorant on. That was nasty. Dog, we've all heard deodorant lines in battle rap. Was that the best deodorant line we ever heard when Rosenberg raw with that deodorant line? The Chuck Diesel Kenny line was dope. Y'all give Will to me. Now it's either Will or me. I put the steal the Will. He gonna give it up willingly. I never thought I'd see the day we would take a Pontiac over an Infinity. Took a shot at Jack Boy, and Jack's in the building. Then the F that back to FU, F that back, how he went to Rosenberg Raw. I mean, how he went to Ill Will, went back to Jack Boy for a little bit. That was dope, man. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Fam, I got Rosenberg Raw like they said, bro. I got this man with all 3 rounds. Fam, you know how hard it is to beat Ill Will to 30 Ill Will? That's not an easy thing to do, bruh. That's not something you just do on a... Remember, Ill Will 30 T-Top. Ill Will's a dude that... Fam. Ill Will's a dude that can beat your top 5 right now. He's one of those dudes. You know what I mean? But we got to give it up to Rosenberg. Rosenberg Raw, let's be honest, man. The man took hiatus. And since he's been back, this might have been one of his best works up to date, though. I'm not going to lie, Raw. You was catching wreck in this battle, man. Shout out to Rosenberg Raw. Shout out to Ill Will. Yeah, there was mishaps in the battle, but it was still a decent battle. Still a dope battle, man. Shout out to both these brothers, man. But Rosenberg Raw with a 30, in my opinion, man. It's your boy 3-1.